we start with an update on Parley's Canyon. Interstate 80 now open after sections were closed this morning for elk migration and relocation efforts. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live from Parley's Canyon after speaking with officials about the process of moving the elk and how the relocation effort went. Annika?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. The country club near the mouth of Parley's Canyon was home to possibly over 100 elk. But earlier today, DWR and UHP told those elk it's time to pack their bags and head back home.
Elk go where elk want to go.
The Division of Wildlife Resources teamed up with the Utah Highway Patrol to relocate a herd of elk that migrated down the mountain earlier this winter. The estimated 80 to 120 elk found refuge in the golf course of the country club near the mouth of Parley's Canyon.
Seriously, though, we're very grateful to the country club. We just had nowhere to put them. You can't just move 80 head of elk, and so we had to wait for a Sunday morning when traffic wasn't as bad and push them up the mountain.
Sections of I-80, East Canyon, Parley's Way, and Foothill Drive were closed to allow the elk to cross safely. Officials say that the reason the elk moved down in the first place was because of the storms and snowfall we've been seeing all winter.
I mean, they were hungry, the snow was deep, it was cold. This rivals some of those really serious winters in the past, and they came down for survival, and we're grateful that we could get them back up. Now let's just hope they stay.
If the elk do decide to head back down, there are plans in place to make sure they stay up in the mountain.
We may have people around. If they start thinking of coming back down, we could try to push them up again.
But truthfully, no one could blame them for wanting to come back down.
I mean, if I could retire to the country club every winter, I would do it.
Officials say the relocation effort went without any issues and that there was even a crowd there to cheer on the elk as they made their way home.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime wildlife viewing opportunity, especially for those in the big city, Salt Lake, and they find out about it. We're safe away, a distance away from the elk, and we had a great view, and I mean, what a neat opportunity to watch our state animal.
DWR continued saying that they watched the elk head further up the mountain and hopes they will remain there for the rest of our winter months. Reporting live from the mouth of Parley's Canyon, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
New at 10, a body found in a car in Moab. Early this morning, Utah Department of Natural Resources was conducting research in the area when they located a vehicle and contacted Grand County deputies. The vehicle was in a remote area of Moab and is associated with a missing person from Mesa County, reported missing on November 16th of last year. The vehicle was confirmed as belonging to the missing person and contained a single occupant. However, identification right now cannot be confirmed. All aspects of the located vehicle are consistent with a car accident with no suspicious circumstances. And another slot rescue this morning in San Pete County. 4 hikers went into the canyon too late in the day. By 3 a.m., they hadn't made it out. They were located and were found cold, wet, and unprepared for extended exposure. The Utah DPS Bureau saying it took every foot of cable they had to extract the hikers. They say half of their missions are search and rescue, half are law enforcement, and both are on the rise, hitting the nearly 200 mission mark. The Bureau thanking San Pete Search and Rescue for their assistance in the rescue. A 16-year-old girl is in critical condition tonight after a sledding accident in Deer Valley. Park City fire crews responded to the accident early Sunday morning after the girl hit a tree while sledding. Now, authorities say the accident happened near Stag Lodge on Deer Valley's Last Chance Run. Once arriving at the scene, firefighters reportedly treated, packaged, and transported the patient to Jeremy Ranch so that she could be airlifted to a hospital. And a Utah man is dead after he was shot by police during a shootout in Springville early this morning. Just before 5 a.m., officers responded to the area of 1500 West, 150 North after multiple callers reported hearing gunshots. Once they arrived at the scene, officers searched the area for about an hour, but say they could not find anything. During the search, one of the officers reportedly came upon a traffic accident in the area. Police say the officer got out of his patrol car to check on the condition of those involved when a man opened fire at the officer. A second officer also arriving on scene.
Quite an exchange of gunfire between all 3 of them. One of our officers was hit in the leg. It's non-life threatening. He was transported to a local hospital to be treated. We do expect him to make a full recovery and not have any lasting issues, is our hope.
He continued to say the suspect was hit during the exchange and aid was rendered. However, the man was pronounced dead on the scene. The investigation is ongoing and the motive is still unknown. Taking a look now at Rock Falls in Carbon County. Carbon County Sheriff's Office is warning the public of rocks frequently falling in 9 Mile Canyon, reportedly due to the seasonal freeze-thaw cycle that happens this time of year. The Carbon County Roads Department has reportedly also plowed rocks off the road with snowfall on 2 occasions just in the last week. Also saying in part, please be aware of this danger and share with anyone you know that will be traveling in 9 Mile. Now let's check in on your pinpoint weather forecast with meteorologist Nate Larson. Nate, it's spring tomorrow. We basically made it. We're through winter,
yeah,
right?
We're done, right? Yeah,
Right.
That just shuts off any chance of snow. I wish that were the case. I think we all are craving some warmer weather, but we do have more active conditions on the way. In fact, we've already seen some rainfall across much of southern, central, even now portions of northern Utah. Precipitation total, some of the most mentionable areas: Kanab, 1,800ths of an inch; Enterprise, 1,600; Zion Canyon, 1,500ths; Milford, 1,100; St. George Airport, 0.13. A lot of the weather's quieted down in lower Washington County, maybe a few sprinkles here or there. Some snow north of Cedar City in the Beaver area, and as you head north through or south of Beaver, Paraguna, and as you head north towards Fillmore, seeing some snow showers as well on I-15. So could have some issues if you're traveling late this evening. For the most part, though, just rain now filling in across portions of Utah Valley. As we head north into the Salt Lake Valley, we're seeing some lighter showers across the southern part of the Salt Lake County, and more widespread showers out of the Great Salt Lake and filling in portions of Box Elder, Weber, even some of Davis County. A look outside our studio. The winds are still whipping. We have the overcast skies. Temperatures 45 degrees. Southwest winds at 15 miles per hour. And so the wind chill, it feels like 38 degrees. We have a little bit of drizzle so far this evening here at the studio, but not much happening just yet. So overnight, about 39. Plan on some light rain showers. Breezy winds still 10 to 20 miles an hour. About 46 in St. George. Still could see some showers for you as well. We do have winter storm warnings in effect for the mountain areas. We'll talk about how much snow is going to pile up. Sarah?
All right, thanks, Nate. So we're a little over halfway through March, which is Red Cross Month, and workers are continuing to speak out about the high need for blood donations. Today, ABC4 News learned more about one religious group who's working to do their part here in Utah and in cities across the world.
Standing side by side, volunteers showed up at the World Mission Society Church of God in West Valley to serve.
We're a church that's devoted to community service.
The Church of God partnered with the Red Cross for an annual blood drive. For church members, they say their desire to help stems from their religion.
The reason why the Church of God holds this on an annual basis is in preparation for the Passover. We like to do our part to help save lives by donating 1 pint of blood, and that can in turn save up to 3 adult lives.
And this blood drive isn't just in Utah. All Church of God locations across the world are doing their part.
There are so many people that are doing that at the same time in multiple cities around the world that it makes it even I would say a bigger deal than just the actual units of blood that we're able to collect here.
That help, the Red Cross says, can go a long way.
Just what they did at the drive there today at the Church of God, that's going to affect upwards of 150 different people.
A Sunday of service mixed with celebration, with the goal to help others.
Right now, Red Cross workers are stressing the need for blood donations, saying extreme weather like flooding can lead to blood drive cancellations, putting them in even higher need. To find out more information, you can head to our website, abc4.com. And in developing news, the bomb squad is investigating reports of a mysterious boom in Draper early Saturday morning. Draper City reports a sound echoed in Salt Lake County around 1 a.m. Police reportedly sped to the scene but found nothing out of the ordinary at first. Bluffdale resident Connor Jorgensen sent us photos and video today of the explosion site. You can see the crater it created as well as debris and a helicopter circling the area. And Draper man Ian Gillespie explaining his experience when he woke up to the boom.
I noticed a large flash go off, which is atypical. I've lived in the neighborhood for a few years. And after I saw the flash, I got out of bed and looked up the hill and then heard a boom.
Gillespie says he noticed a smoke plume in the air shortly after and that this event left him and his neighbors feeling unsettled. City officials have confirmed the explosion was not related to any Geneva rock mine or Rocky Mountain power operations. Draper City says there's no threat to the public, but do ask people stay out of the area. Coming up, former President Trump took to his social media platform on Saturday, claiming he will be arrested on Tuesday in relation to the Manhattan DA's investigation. Plus, what's news to you matters to us. Report breaking news or share your story tips with us on the ABC4 News tip line, online at abc4.com/tipline, or call the number right there on your screen.